Okay, welcome back, everybody. Yeah, so I don't know how many people actually watched the episode from last week. I explained in that one, basically some IRL stuff happened, and I wasn't able to record. Well, I haven't been able to record any God of War for, I think it's been close to 3 weeks now. I won't bore you guys with all the details. Let's just say it's done, so I can get back to recording this. But I think I've said in the previous video and left that in. I was hoping to finish this series by the end of October. I'm recording this on the 31st, so yeah, that's definitely not happening. But it shouldn't take up all of November. Um, trying to remember exactly where I'm at. I'm pretty sure in the previous episode for this series. Oh, yeah, and last week I just dropped an episode of a completely different series for the TCG Game Shop Simulator. I really like that game so far, so I'll probably do more videos on it. I don't know quite how yet, because it'll probably end up something similar to what I did for the Pokemon Gym Manager game, where it's more just like highlights and my own voiceover about like what happened on a day-to-day basis over like a week or something. Um, but yeah, I'll figure that out after recording some more. With that being said, let's get right back into it. So yeah, I believe who did we kill in the last episode? It was, I know, Hercules, because we have these Nemean gauntlets, or whatever they're called. Let me see. Not Blades of Exile. Bow of Apollo, Laws of Hades, probably my favorite. Oh, okay. So first we took out Hermes, and then we took out Hercules because of the Nemean Cestus. How do I use the boots? I think it's... Oh yeah, I know. Probably leave that in. I mean, it shouldn't be... She isn't moving around too much, so it shouldn't be that hard to censor her. This area is kind of wild, though. Why can I not fight these guys yet? Hmm. Hmm. Very interesting. What, that's it? Oh, okay. Okay. That makes a lot more sense. There they are. So I feel like I mentioned that the Nemean Cestus isn't that bad because it works very much like the hammer in the last game and the Sword of Atlas in the first game, where it's just your heavy weapon. Now, it's just not as dynamic as all the other weapons. I know exactly what this puzzle is. Yep. There we go. I was wondering why these dogs were infinite, or appeared to be infinite. A bit for when I recorded the TCG Shop Simulator. So before I start complaining, the boobs look much better in this game. I mean, as expected, since, you know, this is a lot of graphical progress that's been made in the years between these games. But I'm trying to decide whether how I'm going to censor that. I'll figure it out in post editing, but well, I'll figure it out while editing, but yeah, we'll see. I'm supposed to keep her alive. Doesn't that matter? You know, I know this is a remastered version. It's just the jiggle physics. Oh, so okay. So you need to. Oh wow. Okay. Yeah, that's a rough way to go there. Um, you know, I'm definitely not gonna be able to show it, but the jiggle physics were pretty impressive there. Just praising the visuals of the game point of view. The golden fleece just has a permanent blood stain on it. So if I remember correctly, I might end up just like cutting out this whole section, or having like a heavy censor because there might just be too many boobs on the screen for me to risk it. There's a save. Oh, wait. Well, I really wish I would have trusted my gut instead. Because that was just a big waste of time. Okay, so yeah, if I cut out this whole section, I will, I will be speaking to you guys in a bit. So yeah, I think for the sake of my own sanity, and since I need to find stuff to cut out anyway, I'm probably going to cut out all of that. You know, I've... If you watch my previous two playthroughs, each of these games has a section where, you know, Kratos gets to lay pipe, if you will. This time it's with Aphrodite. who, yes, if you're keeping up with it, I think is technically his like half sister or something. But you know, Greek mythology gets really weird like that. Once again, main compliment I have to give is the boob jiggle physics look pretty darn nice. Um, yeah, Aphrodite's model is weird in that she looks like she's just like in a higher render. Like if you plugged the original game into just a better TV, but her model wasn't like worked on at all, really. Because she looked a little off compared to a lot of the other character models I've seen in the game. I think I'd rather upgrade the Blades of Exile to the next stage instead of the Nemean Cestus, because I really just don't see myself using what the Cestus that much. I'll stick with the Cestus for now. I've mentioned this before, but I do really wish there's a brutalization. Like it would be a lot of work, but considering there's really well, I'll spoil this. There's four weapons really that we get throughout the game. Um, considering there's four, I wish each one had its own animations for like those brutalization scenes. Because again, it would be a lot of work to include, but it would make them so much cooler. I wonder whose hand this could be. That was a really smart cut right there. Between the cutscene and the actual gameplay here. Now this is cinematic gameplay. This is why it's important to always bring a flashlight. It is interesting how they're not wrong in saying Kratos is consumed by vengeance. That is kind of his MO. But everyone is just trying to take advantage of Kratos for his vengeance. Or from his obsession. So it's like, you guys really aren't any better or in any position to try to like grandstand or lecture Kratos here. Ugh. Visually, this is one of the coolest areas in the game. Just because the texture kind of gets it right. Of thinking like, oh yeah, this is skin. Asshole. That's right there. That definitely helps with the sense of scale. This is disgusting. And brutal. God damn. Oh, crap. Oh, wow, I accidentally saved myself there. Damn it. I should have just hard focused the shattering the crystal there. Because you are insanely huge. And I am but a Kratos. What even is this on his shoulder? How does this work? It's kind of sus if you ask me. But anyway, getting back to the fish's eyeball thing. I do like fish and seafood. I don't really get the whole fish eyeball aspect. It just seems like the texture of it would be kind of gross because I expect it to be somewhat slimy. Not really a bucket list item or something I'm dying to try. I forget what the series was called, but this is giving me something of the vibes of I know the character was called Osmosis Jones. Crap. What did he swallow? What is that? Dude is the throat goat. What the hell was that? This reminds me of that time a few episodes ago where we gave um, Hades liposuction. Did we just take a kidney stone? What? Oh. Nah. Yeah, you were kind of a dick. I'm pretty sure the game makes you kill him anyway. Like I've never not killed him, but like I don't think you can really go anywhere without, you know, finishing the job. Mm-hmm. This, ladies and gentlemen, is why you should just be kind to others. Can I break his teeth? That would be a sick attention to detail if I could. What about his nose? I feel like he should be bigger based on the scale we've seen. Like his... Or maybe not. That's rich coming from the guy who literally ate all his kids. One more? Yeah. All things considered, this is like a relatively tame death for this game. The worst brutalization he got was the spike like in his like the soft part of his jaw. And that's pretty bad, but I mean, just think about what we did to Helios, what we did to Poseidon. Poseidon deserved it, by the way. What we did to Hades. And I mean, this guy's been tortured here for, I don't know, millennia, allegedly, so... Yeah, I don't really feel bad about that one, is what I'm getting at. Compare the rendering quality on Kratos to Hephaestus. Like, the difference is insane. So these ones are in contention for my favorite weapon in the game. You guys will see why very soon. Kratos is tweaking out. Yeah, the Nemesis whip. These ones are just cool. Tried to vary it up though, now that I have all the weapons. Spear Judgment. This is like their third attempt at this this magic spell ability. This is probably the best execution of it. That whole like electric current thing, because I'm pretty sure each of the first two games had it as an option. Or how long I'm gonna go. Maybe until after this section. Yeah, I mean, I already have a lot of recording. Technically, I've killed quite a lot. Commission from the gods. I think I see it. Make it. Yes, it did. Is that another exposed boob? Oh, okay, no nipple, and it's a statue, so should be fine. Yeah, I remember this section. I don't remember the exact solution, but I remember in general what I have to do. This is actually going to be the perfect way to end it. Don't get all pissy, alcoholic. I am genuinely flabbergasted that Kratos didn't just kill her there. Uh, okay, so as I said before, I'm just gonna call it a night here. I should have more than enough content. This was a relatively eventful episode, anyway. I mean, we killed Kronos. He was asking for it, and it was just a dick. We killed Hephaestus. I mean, he literally asked for it, and was also a dick. And yeah, we got to place with some boobies, so, you know, pretty good day overall for Kratos, all things considered. We got to bask in his destruction here. So anyway, like I said, yeah, the previous weekend was kind of a one-off. I shouldn't have any issues, you know, detracting from, basically stopping me from doing recording sessions for this game. So I would give this another like 2 to 3 episodes, maybe, in terms of how much is left. Maybe more. I don't know. It's starting to get a little hazy about how much is left. But I mean, surely not that much. Like, we have all the weapons now, well, all the ones that I remember. So yeah, this one is going to be done very soon, probably in terms of how I upload by like mid-November. Then we are going to move along straight onto Ascension. Presuming it's still on the PSN, well, the PlayStation Store by the time I get to it. If it's not, then I'm just going to skip it, because I definitely own God of War 2018 and God of War Ragnarok already, so I can just get right to those. With that, guys, thank you very much for watching. I hope you are enjoying this journey along with me. Special thanks to anyone who has made it this far. And yeah, I don't really have any other announcements, so with that, I will catch you all in the next one. Bye.